Alright, Homestead Acres here again. This is another garden update. Actually, I haven't really done one. I've been really busy lately. I've been working hard on my course and other stuff, so I guess the corn is all tasseled out and the cobs are starting. As you can see, it's quite dry. My wife's been having to come out and water the garden. For those of you who have just seen our well issue that we had to deal with, that was no big deal, but it you know, the corn's starting, and it's I would say those are about maybe 6-7 feet tall, the bigger ones there. Not all of our seed took this year. That was because we were using some older seed we had, and we're not too concerned with corn. We just more or less plant it for ourselves, and some volunteer pumpkins that we left, and our other zucchini, our squash, cucumbers, and pumpkins there are doing well. Actually, we've already got zucchinis on our stand. Wifey's just doing strawberries.
Did you show the zucchini?
No, I will.
You bought the squash on?
There's the famous hornet's nest that everybody's... Well, not everybody. I've been scolded for killing bees. They're not bees, they're wasps. I got rid of them. I didn't want to get stung by them while I was picking strawberries.
They're welcome in the bush, but not right where I think.
Oh, sure.
So this is the, you want me to show the zucchinis?
Yellow zucchinis that we planted. There's a whole bunch of them in here. You can see them starting. And we've got green ones too. Yeah, look at them there. The yellows are doing just great. And over here I've got green ones. We've sold a few already. I'll show you our stand here in a second. There's some big green ones that are coming. They're ready to pick. We'll get them out on our stand there. And wife's had a heck of a time with the... what's those things called? Cucumber beetles?
What?
The cucumber beetles?
Yeah, we're having cucumber beetles and squash bugs.
Cucumber beetles and squash bugs. She's had a heck of a time with it. So,
the yellow ones are the cucumber beetles and the grayish ones are squash.
Yeah, we've had some time with them.
They're evil.
Yeah.
I might be able to find one. Look.
There's a grasshopper. Is that a grasshopper or locust? You were asking me. That's a locust.
The one I saw yesterday was twice that size.
Yeah, well, that's just a little one. So there's locusts this year. Here, there's pumpkins that are starting. And they're just beginning. We got lots of flowers. You got bigger ones? Where are we there? Whereabouts? Oh, in there, the green one. Yeah.
Right there.
The dark green one. Yeah, they're starting up.
You know, normally they're like that big by now. And
how big? Yeah.
They're usually like fully grown by now and starting to turn yellow.
Everybody's been watching my potatoes all summer. They're, I've even had some passers-by comment. They are starting to turn color, the leaves, and they're starting to fall over. What you're seeing might look like a lot of weeds, but actually the weeds are really low this year. All that is those volunteer oats and barley that I had come up from the manure that I'd spread. But most of these are whites. I think there's one row of the purple ones. They're blue. And the reds, of course, we've always found they're the first to mature. They were actually the last planted, but they matured first. And you can see they've pretty well all fallen over. And they're starting to turn color. We've been watching very closely for this blight. We had some suspicious stuff on the tomato plants. My wife's treated them with some organic spray or whatever it was for that fungicide for the blight. She kind of broke down and had to do that because of course you can't have that in your soil. But anyways, hopefully they're doing well. Now you can see all the hills that I made with my redneck potato hiller. And now the big thing is someone was asking about the greenhouse. And our beans, of course, are doing really well. We've got beans. She's been canning the beans like nuts. But here's the greenhouse that I built. And as you can see, it's like a forest in here. And my wife wasn't kidding. They've gone right to the roof. Matter of fact, they're stopping. They can't go any higher. I've never seen tomato plants this big. Not in this part of the country, I haven't. Maybe down in the States they do, or California or whatever, but lots. And this was a later variety that we had planted, so actually the ones that are outside have tomatoes on it, where these don't yet.
Yeah, they do.
Is there some?
There's this plant right over here beside you.
Yeah.
Has some down in there. If you move the branches, you can see them.
Down the bottom? Oh yeah, there they are.
The ones at the back have a few tomatoes on them as well.
Yeah, so they're coming. And
like
when they...
the late season ones I haven't had.
Yeah. But, oh, I love the smell in here. Like, it's amazing. But no, you can barely even get in there anymore. It's a good thing I built a small one.
I haven't had a lot of luck with a lot of heirloom varieties.
Right.
So I decided to put some of my heirlooms in here this year. There's 4 different types in there.
Oh, there's 4 different types in here. Okay.
And that way I wanted to make sure I would get some to protect seeds.
Right, and then there's the carrots that actually they've done pretty good. This is, I think, the best year for carrots we've ever had, eh? For us?
They're doing well, yeah.
Yeah. We'd like to see a little more weed-free, but you know, when you get so many things on the go and you just can't spend all day in the garden.
You've got lots of other things going on. It's harder to get out to weed.
Sure it is. Our cabbages are doing all right. These are our late cabbages. We have early ones in the other garden that are actually almost ready to pick.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes are still bad. Now these are all of our field tomatoes.
There's lots of tomatoes in there.
Wherever the stakes are, you can see them. Just pan this for you here, and we've got lots of tomatoes coming out. Tons of green ones in here. There's one there, and yeah, lots. There's a great big one in there. Now the blight thing that we were concerned about, I'll just pull a leaf off here and show you. This is what my wife was concerned about. Now, what was it you sprayed on this?
Neem oil.
Neem oil. Is that considered organic?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay.
It comes from a tree, and
okay.
It's an approved organic spray.
Okay, see, I said it was a fungicide. I must have...
Yeah, but it's natural.
Okay, so...
It's just like somebody might use tea tree oil in the house or something.
Okay.
It's,
like I've said before, we're mostly organic, but we're not what you might call religiously organic. We do our best. We certainly don't get into any genetic modification or any of that nonsense, but... you know, if it means losing the crop, sometimes we will resort to other methods. Just like, you know, medication in the barn type thing, you know, you try to do everything as much as possible without getting into expensive and costly. Yeah, this stuff is really getting suspicious. Now, what else did you think this could have been?
possibly early blight.
Early blight?
Or maybe rust.
Or rust.
But if it was late blight, like we've had this for about a week on our plant. And it's getting better instead of worse.
Okay, it is getting better, yes, okay.
If it was late blight, like there would be a lot of black. And they would be probably dead by now.
Yeah, and they're still producing. And then we got beans. I just picked one now. They're good. Yellow.
Yeah, those are beans from the seed that we saved last year.
The seed that we saved, yeah. So.
I think it was gold rush.
Yeah. Now our apples. That's the last thing I usually show is our apples. Are these cherries or are they just baby ones?
Those are cherry tomatoes. Those are the pear. They're a heirloom yellow pear.
Okay. And still lots of flowers. You know, if we can get some half decent weather in August.
If we have a nice August and September, they'll do great.
We'll do really good with our tomatoes, and we can maybe make back some of the cost that we had into it. So I'll just show you these apples here. See, they're kind of bug infested. They usually do here because we don't obviously spray them. We're going to try and do some natural stuff next year though. But they're turning color. I ate one the other day. It's still pretty raw, but they're coming along. Nice yield this year. Last year we didn't get nothing.
Daddy.
Yep.
I'm going to show you the biggest apple we have probably ever seen. Let's so quick one on the street.
We got a big one?
Yeah.
We got a big apple?
Yeah.
Just showing you that one.
Oh.
And this one.
Yeah, that one's pretty big. For our trees it is, yeah. And okay, last but not least, I'll show flowers for the ladies or the men, I guess. But don't ask me what kind they are. I don't know. Sometimes I pull them out and I find out they're important. Other times I leave them and she tells me they're weeds. So anyways, there's a bunch of flowers. That's my take on it. I know this one's wild carrot. This is goldenrod, I know that. But anyways, there's our big famous stand. I'm proud of the fact that it's 24 hours. Kind of a cheap sign here. But anyways, if you just happen to be driving through a village and you see this, you'll know it's us. But all I have right now is a few zucchinis for sale. Didn't sell any today. But we did have some beans out. We sold them to some people, and hopefully we'll have some more potatoes coming soon and tomatoes. So, and our and our sunflowers. You know, they only came up in this one little tract. We had added dirt all along this fence, and the idea was to have sunflowers to come all the way up. You know, like a big row of them as you drove up the driveway. I was going to do corn, but my wife thought sunflowers would be nicer. But they only come up just here, and they're not doing that well. So again, it's probably just the weather we've had with the amount of rain and whatever. Too much in some days and then not enough for other spans. So, thank you for watching.